Good morning, everybody. It is a nice day outside today. I wish I could be out there instead of inside here. So, I have a favor to ask for you. Can you go outside and enjoy it outside today for me today? Can you do that? Okay, good. We have a deal. All right. Now, are you ready? Or, wait, first, I was going to show my new shirt. Do you see what's on here? There's a dragon on my shirt. And what else? A book. Well, guess what? This is for our summer reading program, which is coming up next month. We're going to be doing some take-home kits this year. So what that means is we'll have a different kit every week, and you sign up for them ahead of time. We'll make the kit for you, and we'll let you know when it's ready to come and pick it up, and then you can pick it up and take it home and make it, whatever's in there, and you can just, and there's some really fun stuff in the kits this week, at least this year. At least I hope you're going to think it's fun, because I sure think they're going to be fun. So registration for that starts on Friday. We'll put some more information on our Facebook page and on our website, and there's already been some information in the paper about it, if you can find the paper. Okay. So, are you ready to start our first activity today? Okay. I'm going to need your help with this one. I'm going to hold up a picture, and I need you to tell me what it is. Can you do that? All right. Here's the first one. What is that? It's a lion. Okay, I'm going to put it up here. Straighten it out. Okay. Now what's the next one? It's a baby sheep. What's a baby sheep called? A lamb. That's right. All right. Where does it go? Above the lion? Or does it go? Oh no. All right. Try it this way. Okay. Don't have as much space here. All right. It goes below the lion. Okay. What is the next one? Can you tell what that is? Leaves. Does it go over here? Well, it looks like it could, but it goes underneath or below the lamb. Hang on here for a second. Okay. One day I will get this figured out. What's the best way to do this? Uh-oh. Fix my leaves. Okay. What's that? That's a ladybug. There's something a little unusual about my puzzle here. Can you tell what it is? What kind of puzzle this is? Let's see. Keep going. Let's see if you can figure it out. What is that? It's not just any building. It's the building that I'm in right now. It is a library. All right, where does this one go? Does it go down here? Do you think? What about over here? How about down here? There we go. It just about fits there, doesn't it? You can still see it? Okay, I think, yep, you can still just barely see it. Okay. And what's this? A big stick is called a log. All right, where does the log go? Does the log go over here? No? What about down here? You can't see down there. Okay. What about over here? Is that where the log goes? Wait. What kind of puzzle is this? What is that? It's an L. Did I trick you? I did trick you, didn't I? Everything on here starts with an L. What? And you know what? I still have some more pieces left. I don't even know what these pieces do. Should we find out? Okay. Same thing. What is that? Do you know. Who has seen one of these before? That is a lemon. What about that? Have you seen one of those before? We've got some books with some of these in them. This is a llama. It actually starts with 2 L's. It's that funny. It's kind of a funny looking word. What about that? We saw these a couple of months ago, right around all the time when we couldn't come in buildings anymore. This is a leprechaun. Let me put that one down there. What about that? This is a little tricky because it is food, but it's the kind of food that starts with L. It's a lunch. And one more. It is a part of your body. Most people have 2, but not everyone. Some people have 1, some people even have none, but most people have 2. You probably have 2. Do you know what it's called? A leg. I put that one down at the bottom, and what do we have now? We have a big L and a little L. I really tricked you there, didn't I? Okay. This was a good, we'll talk to the adults now for a second. This was a good early literacy practice because everything starts with the same letter and it makes a letter shape. So it's a good way to practice our letters and to learn what goes with what, and that'll help when they're learning how to read. Now they'll know what some L words are. And there are a lot of ways to practice letters at home. You can practice, if you have a pet, what letter does cat start with, or dog, or whatever kind of pet you might have in your house. What letter does it start with? And are there other words that start with the same letter? And the different sounds of the letters. And then one day when they're learning what the letters themselves are, if they don't know their letters yet, that will help them to learn what the different letter sounds are. And they'll have an easier time learning the letters. And then putting the letters together to make words, and have an easier time reading. This is a great time to be practicing all of that, and you can do it at home, you can do it at the store, even though I know trips to stores are different right now, but there are lots of ways you can be practicing this at home. And there's one that I want to point out to you that is a good thing you can do on a day when it's not so nice outside and you're stuck in the house. There are these alphabet movement cards. They have all of the letters, and they all have different activities that start with that letter of the alphabet, and I can't really demonstrate them here right now. But you can pull out a random letter, and for Q, you quietly walk in place, and that is a good way to get some movement in, and also to practice different words that start with different letters. And it gets kind of creative here. For Z, it's run in a zigzag. Or for Y, pretend you're using a yo-yo. Right here, pick up. Oh, for X, you can pick your exercise, so it's a good way to show that you don't have to use, it's not always the letters, sometimes it's the sound of the letter. And then there's some that are a little more some of these look like they're fun. And then there's one like touch your toes, or do sit-ups or push-ups. So they run a different range of how are they using the letters, and so it's a good way to practice letters and get some movement in. And if your child is learning to read, you can have them read this to you. And unfortunately, I don't have a link for these exact cards, but I did find a link to a similar set of alphabet movement cards. So I will post that for you to use, and if you don't have a printer, that's okay. You can do them off of the screen. You can draw letters out of a hat and then do what it says on the screen. You can find some way, I am sure, of using these cards if you don't have a printer. And mine, obviously, as you can see, are also laminated, but you don't have to do But I did that because you can get more use out of them that way. So there are lots of ways that you can practice with letters out in your house or anywhere that you go, and that will help kids when they're learning how to read. Or the kids who already are reading can help with learning these letters. Because any way you can increase their vocabulary helps them when they are learning how to read. And of course, we have plenty of books here about the alphabet, but not just about the alphabet. We have books about all kinds of things that can help kids learn to read and practice their reading, and they're all different reading levels. So now that we're doing our curbside pickup, you can get some books and you can practice at home even. I don't really know where I'm going with this. So I think I am. Oh, wait, I remember I was going to show you this. I don't have instructions for this, but I just want to show you. I found this online. So you can find instructions for something like it online. This actually, I would have used this and this in a llama story time. But it also works in a letter one because this is an L that makes the llama. And then you can decorate it. But you can find all kinds of things online too, because that's where most of my stuff comes from, is blogs that are written by other librarians or by moms, usually moms. So you can find all kinds of stuff out there on the internet, and a lot of it's probably stuff you already have at home. So there's all kinds of ways to be practicing literacy with your kids, and even gluing things on a piece of paper is a literacy skill because they're developing the muscles they're going to need one day when they learn how to write. So just go out there and have fun with your kids, and don't tell them that they're learning. All right, until later, I will see you next week.